Hello there and welcome to Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pitway. Today on the show I'm going to show you the results of the Virac HW100 .22 caliber Ratworks re-engineered field review, and it's been done on this rifle here, which is my own HW100. If I bring it closer, you'll see on the action here it's been engraved Ratworks, and round about here somewhere it's got an RR, which stands for Ratworks re-engineered. So what is Ratworks re-engineered? Well, it's a tune where Phil at the Ratworks takes out the standard HW regulator and fits a tench regulator, and then highly tunes the internals of the rifle to make it very smooth and very consistent. Now, when Phil told me he could do this a few months ago and said he could improve on the standard, I was very sceptical, and that's nothing to do with Phil's capabilities, because I know Phil is really good at what he does. More to do with I respect the HW100 that much out the box for being a really accurate rifle. It's probably one of the best for target shooting, plinking and hunting, so it's an all-round rifle straight out the box. So I thought he's got a lot of he's got big boots basically to fill to improve on it, but I think, as you'll see through the rest of the review, Phil's got it right, and certain areas of the standard has been improved by the work what Phil's been done. Now, why did I get it done? Well, like I say, a couple of months ago I got a leak in this rifle, and Phil at the Ratworks is a VHTV sponsor, so I phoned him and said, Phil, is there any chance you could do a service on my HW100 because it's leaking? And he says, yeah, but why it's there, Si, why don't we do the Ratworks re-engineered tune on it and fit the regulator and get it all done? So I said, yeah. Now, being under sponsorship, that came free of charge to me. Obviously, for yourselves, if you further down the line decide to have it done, it won't do, but I will tell you the prices towards the end of the review. I'm very happy with it, and I think after watching the review, some of you will be very impressed with what you see. Now, being sponsored by Ratworks doesn't mean that I'm trying to push everything the Ratworks way. I'm not selling this personally, you know, for the Ratworks to get loads of work. What I am saying is, if you're in the market to, you know, to make some changes, or if your HW100 has got a leak or it needs a service, then rather than just get the service done, maybe get a little bit more work on it and get it improved in certain ways. That's up to you. I'm just giving you the option to show you one of the options out there. So please enjoy, and let me know in the comments at the end of the review what you think. Okay, these are air arms field, what used to be the preferred pellet in the barrel before the rifle went away for the work. I'm not sure what is the preferred pellet at the minute, but we'll see what these are like. They didn't used to be very consistent at the muzzle, but there was very accurate at range. 569, 567, 565, 566, 568, 563, 567, 567, 569, 570. So what I can say is they're a lot more consistent now at the muzzle than they used to be before, so the regulator is definitely having some effect and making the pellets a lot more consistent. So in theory, if air arms field are still the most accurate pellet for this barrel, and now they're really consistent at the muzzle, they should be more accurate at range than they were before they went away. So then I've got the results here of the chrono testing for the muzzle consistency, and what we did at the start is we filled it to 220 bar, which is as much as I had in my cylinder, and then I had to put my pump on it to get it to 250 bar, because with the tench regulator fitted you can fill to 250 bar. What I will do in future though, I'll only fill to 200 bar and shoot down to 90, but obviously we wanted to test and give you the results for anyone who do want to fill to 250 bar if they get this work done. So from 250 bar, you saw over them 10 shots we got an average of 567.1 feet per second, which equates to 11.36 foot-pounds. So really nice power to be at. It's almost full power, but it's never going to go over if I get stopped by the police and they want to test it. So it's a really nice 11.36, or rounded up 11.4 foot-pounds. Over them 10 shots there was a standard deviation of only 7 feet per second, which is really good, and shows that the regulator is working. For the astute ones, you'll see when I did the editing that 3 of the actual shots was at 567 feet per second out of the 10, and 2 of them was at 569 feet per second. So you know, the 5 of those 10 shots was exactly the same basically, or what we call joules. What I then did is I went on, and my wife was helping me. What we did is we wrote it down on a piece of paper, the readings, and then we transferred it to the laptop. So we went up to 100 shots for the laptop. So over 100 shots we got an average of 565.4 feet per second, same again, 11.3 foot-pounds. But over them 100 shots there was only a standard deviation of 12 feet per second. So it went from the 10 at 7 feet per second all the way up to 100 at only 12 feet per second, which really does show that the regulator is working. What is more impressive is that none of these pellets were weighed. They just came straight out the tin. So if I'd have probably weighed them and sorted them before we chronoed them, we would have probably got that 12 standard deviation down maybe to 8 or 9, which is really good. But I don't really want to sit there weighing 100 pellets to do a chrono test. We then carried on, and we went to from the 250 bar all the way down to 90 bar, which is basically when it started to sort of like drop off, and that worked out, we got 246 shots. Now when we worked that out, it worked out at, or the whole 246 shots would give you 17.5 magazines full from the HW100. If you want to do what I'm going to do in the future, which is fill to 200 bar and then shoot down to 90 bar, that will get you 169 shots, and that's 12 magazines. So 12 magazines from 200 to 90 bar is plenty, and it is actually more than I was getting before, so I'm really pleased with that. Over them all 246 shots though, we got an average deviation of 17 feet per second. So over 246 shots, the most we got was 17 feet per second, which I think is really good, and I'm pleased with that. So let's get on now and see what it's like for accuracy. Okay, so I've been zeroing off camera and doing a lot of pellet testing today, and I found that these exact jumbos seem to be quite accurate since the rifle's come back. So we'll do a little group now at 0. Should be almost there, and any fine adjustment I need I'll do at the end. There you go. That's 3 shots. Oh, that's a tiny hole. We're going to have a look at that now. So there you are then. There's the 3 shots you saw, 27 yards. And to give you some idea the size of the hole, I've stuck a brand new 2.2 pellet in the hole. So it's really tiny. I'm happy with that. Bit of a misty day today, but the target board is 48 metres or 53 yards. There we go. Same 3 shots as I always do. Not being the best shot in the world, I want to show what the gun's capable of, not what I'm capable of. And if I was to push that further, I'd probably mess it up. But for that distance, I'm very happy with that. 53 yards. We can have a look. Okay, here's the group then at 53 yards. UK 5 pence a piece, easily covers it, look. Yeah, that's 5 shots in the breeze at the, well, you probably can't see the breeze at the back, but if I come up, well, that's not bad. That's under half the size of a 5p with a cheap pellet as well, so I'm pleased with them. So as you can see, it's a little bit high, so it needs to come down, but 5 shots, easily covered. Okay, I'm going to zoom in to 39 metres or 43 yards. And you'll see the little blue target. Now that's got a 10mm hole in it. So I'm going to try and put a 5.5mm pellet through a 10mm hole at 43 yards in a breeze. And if I hit it, there's a little little blue circle what comes up. Now it doesn't always stay up because it's a bit of a dicky target, but you'll definitely see if I hit it because it will move. It requires 2.5mm dots of old over. There we go. 1 shot, that's 10mm at 43 yards. There it is, look. Because that is a good shot in this wind. I had to get that perfect. So I'm going to zoom into 40 metres, which is around about 44 yards. See if we can hit one of these small spinners on top. there as well. You'll notice that I'm zooming in and then zooming out live, so you can see these are being shot in one shot and they're not edited. So I'm going to zoom in again to 40 meters. You can see the wind now, and you can see the little blue circle to the right. So let's put the magazine in, because I just topped it up, and see if we can get this in one shot in that horrible wind. Oh, I'll give that a mil dot of right hand side. Nice. Now I'm going to zoom into 43 meters. It's about 47ish yards, I think. It requires just over 3 mil dots of hold over, but I've got to get the wind right. Like so. That one required a little bit of a right hand edge, as you'll probably see the windsock there, or the mine tape on the left hand side. Zoom in, 49 meters or 54 yards, and see if I can hit one of these spinners in this wind. Requires 4.5 mil dots of hold over, and obviously I've got to get the right amount of wind. There we go. Just the edge of the kill. Okay, I'm going to zoom in again. Still wind, you can see at the back, but I'm going to try and hit one of the tiniest spinners now at this distance. I've got to get the wind perfect. That was that one. I'm going to go for an even smaller one. There we go. That's 2 on the trot. Happy with that. So I'm going to zoom in now to 50 meters or 55 yards. You can see on top of that wooden post I've drawing pinned a tiny red bottle top on, and you can also see behind that there is a white T-shaped target structure with some mine tape on, and you can see that there is an intermittent breeze, it keeps changing. So 50 meters according to my calibration is 5 mil dots. So I'm going to set my parallax and see if we can get this. It might take a few shots due to the wind and it's small. So it's a miss. I think the wind at the far end is doing different to the wind at the close end. I'm going to give it no wind that. There we go. So after trying the smaller bottle top and needing 3 shots, I then decided to go for a slightly bit bigger one and see if I can do it in one. But as I've said, I'm trying to show the capability of the gun and not myself, and I'm just not good enough at this distance in this intermittent wind to be able to be consistent. But you'll see I do pretty well. But you can see behind the mine tape, we've got to get this bang on for wind. So I'm going to give it a little bit of wind. Not quite right. Give it a little bit more wind. Quite strong now. So I gave that a .1.5. 2 shots, but cleanly hit, as you saw. Now I'm going to zoom back into 50 meters, and hopefully you can see about 3/4 of a foot down on the right hand side there is a piece of wire, and on that piece of wire I've hung a crab apple which is probably under 3/4 of an inch. From where I am, not from where the camera is, it's in line with the white post. So this is going to have to be an absolute perfect shot, windage and elevation. Like that. That was just hanging on with a piece of wire. You can actually see where the pellet struck the white bit. I'm really pleased with that. Yet again, the rat works re-engineered. Alright, for my finale I'm going to zoom in to 55 yards, and you'll see I put my advanced target zeroing board up there, and on the top left of it there's a spinner coming out from, looks like a metal screw. Now that spinner is only 8mm in diameter. So what I'm going to try and do is put a 5.5mm pellet onto an 8mm spinner at 55 yards. And the reason I've done this is so I can show you the difference the consistency makes of the regulator. And with the HW100 being such a great rifle out the box, I needed to have a hard test to show you, what this actually can do. That was one shot. Now I'm not saying that the HW100 standard wouldn't be able to do that, because it probably could, but would it be able to do it in one shot like this Ratworks one's just done? I don't know. So just to prove to you what I was saying, there's that top left one, that's 8mm, and you've got probably 10mm, maybe 15mm, and there's one there with nothing on. But to hit that in one shot at 55 yards in a breeze is pleasing. Well, I think that'll do for this part of the review, and we're going to move on to something else now. But I think you can see how the regulator is functioning, and it's really making a difference for the consistency of the rifle. So as you saw, we managed to hit a 10mm target at 43 yards with it bottle tops at 55 yards. We also hit a crab apple which was under 3/4 of an inch at 55 yards, and for a finale, and to give you pause for thought, we've managed to hit an 8mm spinner at 55 yards in one shot. Now I think that's pretty impressive for any rifle, but you know, if you can get them sort of results, then I think you've got to be happy. Great shot.
I give him one lane of window.
Well done.
Because he was
That's Gary with his FT rifle. 53 yards I lays that. Yo. That one. Yes.
Good shot.
Yeah, I think the first one was a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, second one went over. Okay, we've come to this lane and the sheep have been in probably in the night and pulled one of the targets off the tree, so it needs re-screwing on. But what we've got is one, and this is the standing lane Gary's saying. So we've got a black rabbit. So I'll just, it's on that tree there, look, you'll just zoom in then there and then zoom out. And you get to see Gary take it, hopefully standing, FT style. Oh, no. Got him.
Good shot.
I struggle with holding the position.
Yeah,
you know,
that's it. Yeah,
it's
of
a new
course.
position.
It's foreign, isn't it? It's foreign to you.
Yeah, really foreign. Zoomed in a little bit more on with this one. Got two birds. So first bird is 39 meters for me, which is exactly 3 mil dots.
Shot.
That's that one. And then the second one is further, way over HFT range. This is 45 meters, which needs just short of 4.5 mil dots. From this sitting position, I doubt if I'm going to hit this, but I can get a plate anyway. 4.5. Yeah, plate. I thought it would be.
That's a hard shot, that one.
Yeah, stay in the kill. Yeah,
Got him.
happy with that.
Don't get buried.
Give it 4. 45 meters and we'll give it 4. No wind. 4 and no wind. Yep.
Got him.
Yep. 4 mil dots, no wind. This one's 41 meters. Hopefully I've got another pellet in the magazine. Let's see. Sound good, Gary?
Yeah, only bad.
Yes, baby. 3 mil dots. Straight over.
Oh. Good shot.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
High. Let's try 5. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that was 5 mil dots, and I gave it so like a 1/4 mil dot of right hand side.
Yeah. It's a nice shot. Shot.
This one's reduced, did you say?
Yeah, slightly reduced.
Oh yeah, it is. Did you pull that one up?
Yeah, I think he's up. He looks like
Okay.
he's back, doesn't he? I
Yeah.
think it's because he must be leaning a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Good shot.
That one. And the other one is a bull. About 43 metres, which is, you know, almost 4 mil dots. This one's right in between. It's an
Yeah.
awkward aim point. It's in between. Yes.
Oh, cracking.
Not bad for 2-2, that was it.
Excellent.
There's nothing wrong with the accuracy, is there?
Nothing wrong with that, is there?
Down he goes. Now the long one. 44, which is 4 mil dots. And then you've got to not hit these grass bits, haven't you, as well?
Yes, as well, yeah.
So there's loads of grass in the way.
That's right.
Yes!
Cracker. Good shot.
Yeah. Crosshairs, was it? It'd look bad if I'd have missed that being a hunter, wouldn't it? At 18 metres.
Bad enough for me missing it.
This one's for Peter Muir, last target. 25 metres from where we're shooting. Which is, I think, I'm not going to look, but I think it's about 1/2 mil dot. I'm going to try straight down the middle.
Got him.
Monkey's down.
Good. Good, good.
Ooh, hear that?
What's that?
That ricochet then?
No. I didn't do it.
Well folks, that's the end of the review. I hope you enjoyed it. As you can see, Phil has got it correct, and there is a definite improvement in regards to shot count and consistency. Also, the rifle's lighter due to the lightweight cylinder. And as I said at the start, I'm not pushing people to send their rifle to the Ratworks. It's up to you completely. If you've got a leak, or and you want to get it fixed and done at the same time, or you're just in the market to have a change on your HW100, it's up to you. Like I say, I'm very happy with mine, and you can see the results. So what's to look forward to? We've already spoke about the digital night stalker add-on, and also the Enfield scope here, which was kindly sent by Sandwell. But we're also going to have another gun review coming up, and it's this one here. This is my new Air Arms S510 Ultimate Sporter. It's the regulated version, and on top I've got a PARD NV008 laser rangefinder on top. So these are going to be reviewed in the future. So there's stuff coming. I know it's not coming as thick and fast as it used to, but me and Davey are both busy, as you can imagine, but it will be there. So thanks for watching, and look out for future productions from myself and Davey and Vermin Hunters TV.